Removing years of paint from an old wooden door can be a serious job. Kling Strip tackles it differently. It's a thick alkali-based poultice paint remover. Rather than simply softening the surface, it gradually dissolves old oil-based paint, varnish and stain into a water-soluble residue. Its poultice action also helps draw paint out from the grain and detailed areas of the timber. Kling Strip contains sodium hydroxide, so treat with care. Always begin with a small test patch. This confirms the product is compatible with the wood and helps establish how thickly it needs to be applied, as well as the optimum dwell time. Using a filling knife, scraper or a small trowel, spread Kling Strip generously across the area that you're working on. The thicker the paint, the thicker the Kling Strip should be applied. Generally, aim for a layer of around 3 to 6 mm. Very heavy paint build-up may need more. Just don't spread it too thinly. One of the many advantages of Kling Strip is how well it works with vertical and overhead surfaces. No dropping issues, but still not too firm to apply. Right, now it needs to stay wet long enough to dissolve the paint. And this is where you need to cover the entire treated area, either with thin polythene or even ordinary cling film. Using a see-through covering allows you to manipulate Kling Strip into tricky areas and make sure everything is covered without pockets of air being left. This locks in moisture and gives the product time to work. Thin coatings may be ready within a few hours. Multiple layers are often best left overnight. Very thick paint may need 24 to 48 hours or even another application. For us, this is how it looked the following day. Kling Strip had definitely been getting to work and had unearthed some paint history. It must have been painted black at some point. Remove the covering and lift away the bulk of the Kling Strip and dissolved paint without digging into the wood. This is an extremely satisfying process. Just look how stress-free it is to remove from these detail areas. And remember, it works on metal too, which is ideal on this project. Once the bulk is gone, grab a bucket of water, stiff brush and sponge and start cleaning off any residue. Again, this is so satisfying as you can see the old colours dissolve. Oh, by the way, the white remnants you can see in the corners is actually old filler of some sort, which we thought we'd just leave alone. Because this is a wet removal process, it produces far less airborne dust and minimises the risk of lead particles from old lead-based paint. Sanding or dry scraping would be a very different story. As we continue to rinse off the Kling Strip, the true impact of what it's done becomes very clear. With minimum effort, no scraping, dust or hot air guns, we are back to the original wood. Finally, wash the door down thoroughly with clean water. Keep going until the water runs clear, as this is an important part of the process. Then leave the timber to dry completely. As it dries, any residual alkali may come to the surface as a white chalky deposit called efflorescence. If you're planning to repaint, apply Kling Strip N20 neutralizer once the wood is dry. Mix it with water according to the instructions on the bottle and apply it evenly across the whole stripped area. This helps neutralise any remaining alkali deposits and gives you a sound surface for the next coating. Don't rinse it off, just leave it to dry completely. Then give the surface a light sand if needed. For repainting, an alkali-resistant primer is recommended. The whole process is a breeze. Old layers gone, original detail revealed, and a tired door is ready for its next finish.